places that I've never been, seeing things that I may never see again. I can't wait to get on the road again.
Hello, I'm Susan Regan, on the road again with Connecticut Valley Views, where today we visit the Hill-Stead Museum in Farmington, Connecticut. We are now back with Sue, and we're going to talk about some of the future of Hill-Stead, some of the exciting projects that you have coming up, some of the new ideas and things that you feel you have extended Theodate Pope's thoughts and concerns and realizations for all of this property, and how you can share that with the public. We'd love to hear some of those ideas.
This is the most exciting part of my job. When I first arrived in January of 2009, the board, the staff, and I sat down and created a 5-year plan, a visionary plan, strategic 5-year master plan. And some of the things I'll tell you about are in that plan, and we've already accomplished so many of the things already in 2.5 years that I'm really excited to think about the future. The largest really big project that I have on my mind is the farm complex. You know, as I told you, Theodate wanted to be a farmer.
Yes.
And we have 2 large barns, both of which need rehabbing, restoration. So we found some money to do new roofing and the restoration of these barns. So when you restore something, you think, what are they going to be used for?
Right.
So we'll probably have retired horses that we could care for. We might have a community gathering space in the large gambrel roof barn. That's the one that was built by Richard Jones. We may have, we certainly have sheep right now,
yes.
So we'll have more flocks of sheep. You'll notice we have babies back there in the meadow, and they save us money on mowing costs.
I'm sure they do.
They do. I must tell you, they love to eat,
yes.
And we give them grazing, and they're on loan to us. So we have 2 flocks here now, and we'll have more. So the farm complex could turn into a place where our farmers market goes.
Ties in perfectly.
Ties in. We have a farmers market we started 2 years ago that meets every Sunday from 11 to 2 in the summer through October. So that was a community service we started for local farmers, and it's turned into a wonderful community gathering place. Leading down to the farm complex are 3 miles of trails. And wouldn't it be nice if we widen those trails,
absolutely,
and put unexpected sculpture around every turn? Not every turn, but some. We could have Hill-Stead known as an outdoor sculpture place.
Particularly with 150 acres, that's quite a hiking spot.
Exactly.
Definitely.
And I think something that would be in keeping with the landscape, an installation or 2 that fits the terrain. So I think those 2 things, the trails and the farm complex, are going to be on our minds, and then we'll need to raise a lot of money, but we're going to go forward with that. And of course it's income producing too, and so everything I do is in keeping with Theodate's vision, but also a way to balance the equation. Asking for donations is one thing, because we do need the loyalty and the support.
Of course, the support from the
for
community.
a nonprofit, and then we need to earn our keep too. So earned income, lots of streams of ways of earning revenue. This is a summer house built by Theodate Pope herself, and as we said, surrounded by the design of Beatrix Farrand. There is a wild garden back here that is covered over, and one of
It's referred to as a wild garden.
Wild. It's
is
so
it,
wild
is
and
that
wonderful.
Sort of like an English kind of garden?
Exactly. With bluestone paving stones, and it was a place, I think, to go and be reflective. It's shady, probably has lots of early spring flowers like trillium and bloodroot and some of the old New England favorites. And several of our garden volunteers have done research on bringing it back. So that would be a wonderful project for the future. I think that would enhance the whole experience.
The whole story. The whole story.
And that's what we want, is that people come here for experiences. You know, we have something to share, and I want everyone to know we have something for everyone.
Well, I think what's an important note that you shared with me, that the museum actually became accredited. One of very few. Give us a couple of facts about
That's
that,
true.
because it's very special.
In 2002, the American Association of Museums granted us accreditation, and we're one of 700 only museums in the country out of close to 30,000 museums. So I'm very proud of that.
This is a real gem in the valley.
It's truly an important institution, and as such should be, you know, shared with everyone. Our assets range from our programs to our physical aspects, and also our wonderful collection. So the accreditation means a lot. And did you know we were a National Historic Landmark?
Oh.
That's really meaningful.
Well, all of this really, I mean, you've been fully vetted from every direction,
Yeah.
and I think so you've covered the bases as far as that's concerned, but what you have going forward are exciting projects that really the community can share in, that the enjoyment of what this piece of property was really about, carrying on the vision of Theodate Pope Riddle, making sure that there's something that someone can, not only as they visit here, but with MEM's beautiful objects to art, if we may say,
I think
that
so.
one can take home with them, that this is truly a place that people will have to come and take advantage of and become a member, and certainly support if they can.
I certainly hope so. And what I really recommend is just come by and wander the grounds and come for a tour. Some people say, well, I was on a tour a long time ago and nothing ever changes according to the will. Let me tell you, it's okay to come back again. Every guide gives a different tour. We have themed tours that change out. We have staff doing role playing at special times in the year.
That would be very
Oh,
interesting.
that's fun. And then we also have winter installations. I started that when I came because that's a temporary change that we can and are allowed to make according to the will. The will said that this place should be used for the education and enjoyment of all, and that nothing permanent should be taken out of the collection, and nothing should be added into the collection permanently, because Theodate Pope Riddle really wanted people to understand the time period in which she lived, and she wanted all the things they collected to be present as they were used and enjoyed. She wanted other people to feel the same genuine happiness that she
did. Now you're restoring, or you're looking into a car that she used to own.
That's
too.
right. She was given a 1912 Packard
Okay.
for her birthday by
Must
her
have been
parents.
very glamorous.
Oh, it's bright yellow. She called it the Yellow Peril.
Okay.
We're not sure if
Did she drive it herself?
on occasion.
Okay.
So we
No
don't
driving
know.
Miss Daisy type of
Right.
thing.
Although she had a chauffeur, this Packard is on short-term loan to us as soon as we finish restoring the garage area. And that garage area, of course, will be then a new exhibition space. So I was just thinking today, as we were talking about the future, why not turn that into a gallery for new, cutting-edge, contemporary young artists? You know, the Impressionists
That's correct.
were that.
They were, yes.
not allowed into the
They
salons.
were the catalyst for the new group.
And so that story of Mr. Pope saying, I don't care, I want modern, I want the latest, I want the greatest. Perhaps we could have a place where we could showcase our local latest and greatest.
So you could look forward to that. Now, going further into the future, you're going to have a place, a cafe.
Oh, yes. You know, so many people, we love doing activities with our annual meeting. And we had one last week where board and members showed up. And I asked them to put 3 things they loved about Hill-Stead. You know, we did a lot of Post-its. 2 things they'd change if they, you know, could. And 1 thing that they do if they had all the money in the world. And so many people said a cafe. That's exactly what Hill-Stead needs. Monet's Cafe.
That's beautiful.
So
Beautiful. Perfect. I love
Yes.
that idea, Monet's Cafe. Well, I think that, or Degas Dining.
Oh, there you go.
We can get creative right here. Well, I do want to thank you, Sue, for the opportunity to visit here, to have an inside look, a more personal look at Theodate and her family, and the fact to give the opportunity to the community to welcome them to all of the things that you have going forward, all the things that you have going on now, but all of the inspiration of the projects going forward. So we certainly do hope that you folks will come and visit to the Hill-Stead Museum, and I would like you to give the website address.
It's a very simple one, www.hillstead.org.
Well,
very simple.
Well, that's great. And you will be able to also capture this program on all of our programs on our website at www.ctvalleyviews.com. This is Susan Regan, thanking you for joining us today, and thank you, Sue, for sharing Hill-Stead Museum with us.
On the road again, going places that I've never been, seeing things that I may never see again.
We would like to thank Sue Sturtevant for our tour today in sharing Hill-Stead with Connecticut Valley Views. We invite you to see all of our programs on our website, www.ctvalleyviews.com.
Our thanks to Windsor Federal Savings for making this program possible. Neighbors helping neighbors since 1936.